Hey guys, it's the ToGA Brothers, Sean. Welcome to ToGA Brothers Does Cars. First and foremost, I want to share something with you guys so you guys don't think I am deceiving you or lying to you. This whole channel is done through the eyes of having autism, okay? Now, we see things differently. We understand things differently, okay? But it comes from observing, and it comes from watching, and it comes from understanding situations and or concepts, okay? Now, I am by no means an ASE certified mechanic, okay? But having had looked at and watched how a car is operable and how it functions, okay? I'm gonna teach you guys one of the parts, okay? Now, let's get into it, okay? For this, I'm going to glove up because this is kind of a dirty part. Okay, now, what is this product that you might be asking, okay? So, the name of this part is called the throttle body, okay? Now, this belongs to most modern day cars. I'd be pretty certain that it's on all fuel injected cars, okay? On carbureted cars, it might look differently, but they all have the same basic components, okay? They may look different, okay? And operate different, but they serve the same function, okay? Matter of fact, this is kind of what the carburetor does for a carbureted car or a carbureted bike, okay? This is the throttle body, okay? You see that big old hole right there? Okay? Now, let's, for example, imagine that, one sec. We're going to imagine that this box of Coca-Cola beverage, okay, is your engine block, okay? So your engine block is gonna sit right here, okay? Now, the engine, in order to function, okay, has valves. It has pistons in there, okay? Now, these pistons are connected to a big rod, okay? And this rod is connected to your transmission, okay? Not directly, but it is all connected within the same system, okay? With different components and parts, okay? So you need to have your transmission and you need to have your engine. They both need to be working because they work tandemly. It's kind of like a, we do things together. We're always the same. We're always operating. We're always doing things in the same manner. Kind of an operation here, okay? So here's the engine block, okay? It's just a representation. Don't beat me over the head with this, okay? I wish I had better props, but stay with me, okay? However, this is taken off of a real car. So this is exactly what it looks like on one of the cars. But let me tell you what it does and how this all comes into play, okay? So you have your engine block. Now your engine block is supposed to provide two components for this operation to begin. It actually houses the combustion process, okay? Now, the combustion for most cars and most bikes is there's 4 parts. I think there is suck, bang, and blow, right? Which basically means there needs to be some source of air, okay, coming in, so whether it be underneath the car or whether it be forced air, and we'll get to that part later, okay? That's in another video. Stay with me. So we need to force air into your engine, okay? And it's usually sucked in via a filter or some kind of air duct, okay? And that air duct has a hose or a system of hoses and housings connected to it, okay? The purpose of this is going to come into play in that sequence, okay? So, now, let's just hold on, because I need to make sure you understand this process, okay? In order to have a combustion, you need to have fuel, oxygen, and heat, okay? And oxygen meaning air, okay? So you got fuel, air, and heat, okay? Now, do you remember what those three start? That's right, it starts a fire, okay? If you don't have three, you don't have the basic fire, okay? We call it the fire triangle, all right? If you take one away, you don't have a fire. If you remove two, you don't have a fire. Think of a tripod, okay? If you take one of the legs apart from a tripod, it's not gonna stand. You leave all three legs standing there, you have a tripod, right? Okay. Same scenario here, okay? So you're gonna get air fed into the system. Now the spark plugs are gonna create electrical spark. And what's happening is the air has to be fed in at a correct ratio to fuel, okay? You need to have the right amount of fuel and the right amount of air for that combustion to happen correctly. Because when this spark occurs inside of your engine compartment or your engine block, okay, then the cranks start turning, and it starts turning rapidly. So as you accelerate, what is happening is you're forcing that process faster, okay? Hence you go faster. It doesn't just say, oh, I gotta go, okay? There's a system and a process occurring, okay? So why are we discussing this? Okay, when you step on the accelerator, here's your engine block, okay? Here is the throttle body. The hose is connected to your engine block, okay? There's combustion going on within the engine block. This is a gated valve. You see this? It's open on both sides. So this is where your air induction system, so it's part of the induction system, the air induction system, okay? This is part of that whole process, right? And so what's happening is this valve, when you let on the gas, it's opening, okay? It's literally opening this valve to allow more air in or less air in. It's restricting it. When you let off on the gas, it's actually decreasing the valve opening, and when you let off entirely, it's shut. So now all that's occurring is small, tiny flow. But look, do you see how there's a small gap of light right there? That's supposed to occur when you're in neutral or when you're in drive and you let off the accelerator. It's supposed to coast, right? Okay, so the reason your throttle body is there is because with this connection here, okay, there's a series of components inside of your control module in your car, and it tells the computer while you're pressing the accelerator how much you're pushing it, okay? And these are the newer, smarter vehicles, the electronically controlled ones. And it's saying, okay, you know, open this floodgate up more, okay? And so it's forcing more air in. More air is more blow, more bang, more power, okay? That's essentially what nitrous oxide does, is it speeds up that suck, bang, and blow process, okay? It's much more in-depth than that, but we'll stick to that, okay? So that is what this product does. It provides that proportional air induction, okay, to your engine block. There you go. This is Throttle Body 101. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys. I'm Sean, the ToGA brother.